Hello and welcome back to Midnight Whoblog. My name is Patrick, and today I'm going to be reviewing Monster Trucks. It is what the free movie for this week at the theater was. I ended up going with my family, and because I had seen the movie quite a while ago, I ended up being the gopher, so I went to go and get refills for everything. But I still remember quite a bit of the movie. I don't remember names very well, but I remember most of the key points of the movie, so I can still give an accurate review. And if you haven't seen this movie, I recommend watching it, especially watching it before this review if you want to watch it spoiler-free, because there will probably be spoilers in this movie, or in this video. Terminology is important. And I don't want anyone blaming me for not warning them that there were spoilers. So, spoiler warning, that was it. If you ignore it, it's your own fault. So the basic premise of the movie, there is a oil mining company called Terravex, I believe, that found a pocket of oil below whatever the town is called, and they are mining for it, but on the way drilling down, they hit a pocket of water which has creatures in it, and the person who runs Terravex doesn't want to get out those creatures, so he just kind of tries to hide it, because then he'll have to go through all kinds of red tape and not be able to drill there. So it cost him money, and because he's a greedy, selfish bastard, sorry for the language, that'll probably cut out. Greedy, selfish, not nice person. He doesn't want to do anything that'll cause delays and cost him more money. So 3 of the creatures get out, and they catch 2 of them, but one of them gets away, and it becomes their main priority to catch the remaining creature, who has found his way to a junkyard that is worked at by our main human character. And the creature eventually ends up hiding in a truck, which turns out to be owned by the main human, who we will call Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. So Creech hides out in Clay's truck, and Clay discovers, as he's trying to get him out of the truck, that he would actually work really well as a motor for his truck, because his truck doesn't have a motor currently. So he modifies the truck to be able to fit him better and give more airflow and make it easier to give direction to the creature to help steer and operate the truck. And then they try and get him back to where he goes, because the oil drilling company guy, who we'll call Satan, is trying to get on his way to poison the water supply so all the creatures die. So some events happen, mostly chases, which are cool because you get to see some of the cool things that Creech can do as the motor, like make the truck jump, go sideways, climb up walls and such. Things that a normal car can't do. So they end up discovering that Clay and his friend Jennifer, I'll call her Jennifer, go to find out that Creech has 2 others that got out as well, So they go to try and rescue them and get them all back to the place while also trying to stop the poison from being administered into the underground water supply. I have trouble following what I just said, sorry about that. Trying to stop the poison from going into the water that's underground above the oil. So they end up getting the creatures and have to modify 2 more trucks to carry them, and because the creatures have a hive mind, they already understand what to do. This basic direction, like you set up the steering wheel that'll give signals inside the hood of the truck so the creature knows what way to go and whatnot. So there's another big chase scene. They crash one of the trucks, because there ends up being 2 tanker trucks full of the poison. So they crash one of the monster trucks into the tanker truck. First tanker truck to knock it over, and the other tanker truck ends up getting destroyed because one of the creatures lifts up a truck that's driving towards them, like they're doing that tug-of-war thing, pushing on each other. So it grabs hold of that truck and flips it backwards into the pumps that are pumping the poison down, and it destroys the pumps, so the poison goes everywhere above land, but it doesn't get down to the water. So then main truck falls in, like quite a ways down into the water. I don't think it would be survivable, but apparently it was, because Creech pulled Clay out of the water, and then a few more of the creatures pushed his truck up onto the bank that they had set Clay on. And then that's pretty much it. We get to see a huge group of the creatures, like at least 50 or so probably. I didn't actually take the time to count them. And then the movie starts to end. And we finally get a real motor into his truck, and it's got a new paint job that's got like tentacles coming out of the wheel wells, because Creature used to be the motor for it, and so he's kind of paying homage to that. And then the credits roll, and that's pretty much it. It was a good movie. It does have rewatchability. It's not like a movie I'd watch every week, but maybe once every couple months or so. My dog is starting to bark, so sorry about that. The rating I would give this is probably an 8.5 out of 10, and I do recommend watching it if you haven't seen it already. Or even if you haven't seen it already, go ahead and rewatch it and see if you missed anything. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.